double. So eventually what you want to do is you want to have 5 singles in a row to 1 double, and that will be when you're done with the top of your hacky sack. But after you have done your rows to increase, then what you have to do is take that and start going straight down. So it's the same way as with a hat, where you, instead of doing doubles, you just do singles all the way around. So what you have to do is do 2 chains at the beginning of each row still, but you just go singles all the way around for about 5 or 6 rounds depending on the size of your hacky sack. I'll probably do 6 rounds for this one, but you just go 6 and that'll bring it straight down. Alright, so once you've done all the rounds that you want for the middle part there, what you've pretty much got is a little hat. So you just have to start decreasing to make that little top part there. And the way you do that is you just start out the same way, chain 2, and instead of going in the same little spot that the chains are in, you just go on to the next stitch. So then you go into that one and you go 5 singles and then you skip one. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then see you got the next one, you just skip that stitch and go on to the next one, the 5 of the next one. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip one, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and skip one, and you just keep going around doing that until you get to the end of the round, and then slip stitch it to that top part there. And once you do that round, then you go around again, do 4 singles, and then skip a stitch, and then 3 singles, then skip a stitch, and 2 all the way down until you're at 1, or you just skip 1 and then keep going until it's all closed up again on that side. But first, what you have to do before that is do up until the 3 singles and skipping, and then you actually have to do the pantyhose with the rice stuff. So, yeah. Alright, so after you've done a couple rounds of decreasing, you have that's starting to go back in now. So what you have to do now is actually get out the pantyhose, and you have the end of it there. That's a good one to use. You just take the scissors and cut off the end. So what you have is this right here, and you just want to stretch that out. This is your little sack there that you're going to be putting the rice into so that it doesn't go through the holes in the stitches or anything like that. So, you can make this even if you have trouble keeping the holes down, like all that stuff, because you have that holding it in. That's why it's so easy. Just have to get the rice, so you have the rice there. You just want to fill this with as much rice as you want. So it's kind of hard to tell, but it's all kind of preference, like how firm you want the hacky sack to be, but you just want to fill it with the rice till it's as full as it's gonna get, or, well, till you want it. You can kind of size it up, like how much you want in there, and pour some back if you don't want it that much, or whatever. But that's probably good for me. So what you want to do is you just take that, tie it in a little knot, leave some room for the rice to move around inside there. But you basically just pull it tight right there, then cut it off right by the knot. So then you have the little bag of rice there. That's what's going to be inside. And what you have to do is you have that all set up. You basically just put that in, and so you have it like that with the rice in there, and then you just continue on with the pattern. It gets a little tough because you can't really hold on to the inside of it, but you do that, keep going on with your pattern. I'm at three singles and then skip, so just go 3 skip, 2 skip, and then 1 skip until it's all closed up, and then it's all ready to go. Okay, so now what I have here is pretty much the finished product. It's all closed up on both sides. I still have to connect it though, and basically to do that, you can do it however you want, but you basically just need to secure that string. So you just kind of do this, tie some knots around there, get it all secure. Then you can cut most of it off, leave a little bit of a tail there, but then what you do with the tail is you can just go in anywhere up in the hacky sack and you just pull it down inside and then it's gone. So there you go. That's your final product right there. You can play around with it and make it different based on the number of rows you do and all that. It changes the size, but also with the rice you can play around with the kind of rice to make it heavier or lighter, the amount of rice, whatever you want. But it's a nice easy thing to make during the summer, so there you go.